Hey guys, it's Spides and I'm back again. And whoa, that was some weird issues there for a second. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do the testing for the different outcome. Now, I've done some reading online. Yeah. I did some reading online, and apparently this doesn't directly affect Philippa. So the conundrum of last time was, do I tell Radovid what happened to Philippa?
Have you found Islehart?
If I tell him that, if I lie and say that I think she's dead, he's going to be like, oh, well, I don't fucking trust you. And apparently if I tell him that she has restored her eyesight, this is just where the quest ends, because apparently she's involved with the story further down the line, so this is kind of like a moot point, I believe. The thing is, I don't give him the crystal, though. I give that to someone else, and that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and do the test where we check to see what happens if I do, in fact, tell him that her eyesight was restored. Alright.
Wasn't where your men said, but I did find signs of someone doing medical experiments there.
Oh, that's something.
Think Philippa tried to restore her eyesight.
Verily. Empty eye sockets suit her so much better. So, have you any proof?
No, but you have my word.
Haha. Your word? You give me your word? Sorry, but Islehart herself taught me to doubt everyone.
Okay.
Especially their
This is
word.
the exact same
So
set of
we've naught
dialogue
to
that I
talk
was
about.
given when I lied to him. So, yep, like I assumed, you know, you have your own little choose how you want to tell him this, but he's going to give you the same response type deal. A little disappointing, but overall not really. Because the one thing that I did was I didn't give him the evidence. Now, on one hand, like, fuck Radovid, but on the other hand, fuck Philippa. I mean, that's like the giant conundrum of this game, isn't it? This is like the giant duality of the game is, who do I want to fuck over the most? Like, who do I care about the least? Because it's just how the game goes. This world is a terrible place. I've never been so fortunate to be born in America than to look at this place and go, wow, that sucks. So, yeah. Now, I still do hold to the fact that fuck Philippa, because in the second game, she tried overthrowing the kings and all that, and took the dragon girl, pretty much made her slave and all that, and so fuck her. She's a bad person. I'm not going to help her at all. Let's just make that clear. Fuck her. She's a bitch. So, make no mistakes about that. I just kind of didn't want the story to end there, because I was like, ooh, where does this go to next? Alright, what do I have to do with Triss? Ooh, okay, yeah. So I'm still doing the quest where I'm trying to find Ciri and the whatnots. Where is that signpost? There it is. Oh. The sound people make when you bump into them. Children will run away screaming. Full-grown armored men will make a terrified feminine sound. Alright, so what we're doing right now is we're going to go back to where we were previously questing, and that was with the main story. We're trying to track down where Ciri and Dandelion are, and it took us to find that they tried actually breaking into a vault in the whatnot. So that's where we're going now to, I guess, talk to Triss about what I found out. Ooh, hello, there's actually a bad guy on my map. Who are you robbing? Hello, Mr. Bandit.
Pathetic.
Hey, why did that not actually hit him? Come on. Ah, he teleported through his friends. That was bizarre. Alright, what is up with these bandits? They don't even take fire damage. What the hell? Well then. Yeah, that was a little embarrassing, I'd say. These are the toughest bandits I've ever come across, probably in any game. Alright, so I do see that I'm pretty much out of potions. It's meditation time. No, what we need to do is meditate probably a whole day, because this isn't going to be enough, is it? Oh, it was. Yep.
Why is your hair so grey, darling?
Huh. Oh, crap.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Oh, this bit, huh? Yes, that's right. I really want to go. You sure about this here and now? That would be pretty funny. Yeah, let's go ahead and funny route.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the Lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No, not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not,
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
true, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
Okay. Now, there is one thing that I forgot to do when I started this.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
Always with the cutscenes. I was trying to explain something once I got control back of Geralt, but doesn't seem to be coming to the point like that.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold. Come in then.
It's probably going to be a whole series of cutscenes. This could take a while.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
I like how there's just this weird silence. So what do I want to do? Do I want to try to play it cool, or do I say hands off? Okay, since there's a checkpoint that was just done, let's go ahead and do the... Let's see what it's like when we played A Little Dangerous.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance,
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore. And you
Wow.
spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Shit. I really want to hit 2. Okay, it doesn't actually change anything though, so.
Don't talk to her that way.
Why not? She's a whore, isn't she?
Maybe, but for now she's my whore, and I say you can't insult her.
Funny you feel that way, but so be it. Now, Philippa, talk.
Okay, good. I routed the conversation back through the safe way.
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menga.
Menga don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by, with my friend Marigold.
fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
Alright, so I do have control over my character. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna do a magic trick. So just sit tight, and I will start it here. Alright, so the difference that I've done is that I've actually taken Triss Marigold's alternative costume off, and I've given her the original one that she's supposed to wear. I find it's a lot more appealing than this weird, super long, elegant dress for a woman in hiding. So let me go ahead and pause the game, and I'm going to explain a few things. What we're doing here, I can either kill everyone and keep Triss from being tortured. That's the most emotionally satisfying option. The only downfall of that is the gentleman who I'm working with is going to get mad that I'm not going to get any of his information, and that he will not help me later on in the game. So that's a bad thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to let Triss get killed or tortured. And the whole time, there's going to be a conversation, and it's pretty much going to be like navigating through a minefield. Make the wrong choice of dialogue, and they catch on to you, or they get mad, and they want to fight you. That will lead to the same result as if I just went in swinging anyways. I'm not going to get jack shit out of it. It's going to turn up on my head. I mean, I'll get the essential stuff. It's just I'm not going to get the benefit of going through the motions. I have already done one playthrough where I killed everyone. That was the first thing I did. I came in here, I said, you know what, fuck this, you're not going to lay a hand on her. Killed everyone, just for that emotional satisfaction. Then I re-rolled, tried going through the dialogue. I apparently got too greedy. I wanted to know where both the treasure was and Dandelion, and they're like, first you want to know where blah 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 is, and then you want to know where blah 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 is. Oh, you're too much of a scoundrel. Get the fuck out of here. We'll kill you. So now I need to go ahead and play it a lot cooler.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, play it tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
Do what you want.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
And now the conversation starts. I mean, look at this. Nothing says I'm the holy servant of a loving, benevolent god like weird, fleshy skeletons dancing. No, it totally seems legit and peaceful.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in.
Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This Witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can claim that.
We'll start with your pinky nail. Nah, let's go for your ring finger. This little piggy went to market.
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss Marigold.
Is that who I hear? I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit. Have a drink, Witcher.
This guy's dressed like he loves vampires and shops at Hot Topic all the time.
Sidarian.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Stop squirming. This little piggy went home.
Kurt, please see why Miss Marigold squeals so convincingly. Perhaps she needs something. Hot irons, for instance.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler.
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional. I find that refreshing. But to answer your question, one can never be too careful. You'd be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
Still haven't paid me for the witch, yet your hunters are already torturing her.
What of it?
You're damaging goods you haven't paid for yet.
This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none.
Don't worry, you shan't leave empty-handed. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Marigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
Yeah, I've plowed Triss. But what does it matter if you're paying gold for her head?
Oh yeah. Nearly forgot the mutations strip witches of feelings.
No, no more. Be brave, dear. Just one more fingernail and we'll move on to the other hand. This little piggy went wee, wee, wee. Ow! Bitch bit me. Oh, the bitch bites. Let's put a collar on her. Dimeritium ought to calm her down.
You surprise me, Geralt. Perhaps we can deal after all. So, you know something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
This is where I messed up. Since the other options, 2 and 3, are the color that usually indicates optional stuff that doesn't really affect stuff, like it's not one of the crossroads, I hit 2 thinking it was just going to let me go back to 1. In fact, it did let me go back to 1, but it made me seem like I was too broken morally and the guy got mad at me. So this time we're going to go ahead and just go straight to Dandelion.
It's simple. Free Dandelion.
A degenerate bard for information about Philippa. Tempting offer, I admit, but I must say no. You see, I've a magnificent execution plan for Dandelion in Oxenford. A breaking wheel, flaying alive, and so forth. It should work wonders for the mores of the academic youth and townsfolk.
When's this morally instructive spectacle due to take place?
When I issue the order, in person, Dandelion will remain in the dungeons beneath Temple Isle until then. So sorry I cannot be of help. Perhaps we can agree different terms. But first, let's see how Miss Marigold fares. It's grown suspiciously quiet in there. Come.
I noticed, though, that letter he threw inside the fire was the one I grabbed earlier in the other playthroughs that actually detail where the meetup for the spy is. That's pretty interesting.
he say where Dandelion is?
Yes, but
Wow.
Triss,
I have not seen her that angry ever. But I guess getting your fingernails ripped out will do that to you.
I should tend to your wounds.
No need. I'm fine. Well, mostly fine. Should heal in time for my wedding.
Sorry. Should have gotten you out sooner.
Don't apologize.
Wedding.
I
Oh,
knew what
ring
I was
finger.
signing up for.
How do I say this? That was just a bit premature.
What do you mean?
Menga said Dandelion's locked up on Temple Isle. Dungeon right under the temple. He was planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Also said they'd only let Dandelion out of his cell once Menga gave the order, in person.
Shit. I'm sorry, Geralt. I should have thought it through, but when I saw him,
After what they subjected you to, no need to explain.
He'd never have agreed to help us. Even if I
know. Let's not dwell on this. We should think about what to do next.
Dandelion's safe for now, though out of reach. We don't stand a chance of breaking him out. Temple Isle's impregnable, and Menga's not likely to order his transfer, or anyone's for that matter.
Okay. So the burned sheet of paper, necromancy, or searching his body. Huh. Well, I mean, let's just search his body.
Let's search his corpse.
Right. Could find something that'll help us.
Apologize for the sneeze. Should have the key on him.
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait. Something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here. Give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
He did burn the papers.
Saw Menga burn a sheet of paper right before we came in here.
Could have been something on it that would have helped us. Too late now.
So there's no way you could recover the note?
Sadly, no. I'm a sorceress, not a miracle worker.
Damn.
Could you revive him?
Maybe. If I actually practiced black magic. Haven't sunken that low just yet. Nothing but dead ends. We'll need to make do.
Breaking Dandelion out's starting to look like our last option.
Geralt, you know me. I'm all for finding solutions. I don't give up easily. But in this case, there's no hope. Not a shred. No one escapes the dungeons beneath the temple. And no one's ever been broken out.
Anyone actually tried?
They've tried, Geralt. I've tried, to be exact. Shortly before you arrived. It almost cost me my life.
Menga's the only one who could have ordered Dandelion's release.
Yes. Or someone who looks exactly like him.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed. Listen, there is one other thing I wanted to talk about, but not here, not now. Come by when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right, we need to get out of here.
Huh. Well, that's rather interesting. Whoops, why did I drink a potion? Alright, I assume we can't go through the front door. due to all the men being there. Ooh, the book. Can I grab it? No, I'm not able to loot it now. It's that book right there. That's all I need. Okay. There's nothing good to loot in here anyways. Let's go ahead and leave. Shooby-dooby-doo, and cutscene.
This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
With all the people
Agreed.
inside.
We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam.
Go for it. Not my fucking house. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump up here already, though. I've watched her do this twice now. This will be the third. I'm only chilling here because I know that I haven't done it on any recording that's actually going to make it into the final version of this video. Shooby-doo. Come on, lady. Burn it so you can speak. Oh, wow, she didn't even say, alright, I'm going to teleport, you find your other way. She was like, alright, later, deuce. Break this open, and egad conversation.
You there, Mr. Reuven wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Alright, time for me to see how different this conversation is going to be than with the other one. The other one is the one that I had failed
Who
him.
do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Heard that twice now.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
Okay, this is no different.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere. And 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault. Found it.
Oh,
on
wow.
A vault that I need to find on my own. You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
There was no key in the hand. It was just empty. What the fuck?
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark. No scintillating joke.
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
Alright, so maybe it was one of my previous choices that led to this conversation being identical.
How'd you find out?
I asked the questions here.
Not true. That was a statement. Come on, Dijkstra. This tough guy act doesn't work on me. We're both adults. Act like one.
Ah, Geralt. I should have you strangled, but I like you, you bastard.
I like you too, you count without a county. Now that we've professed our feelings for each other, how'd you figure it out?
Since from the start you were up to something. You didn't haggle about your pay. And then I heard from my sources that Margrave Henkel and Dandelion had rubbed elbows. Wasn't hard to connect the dots. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward.
Don't bother. I know what happened to Dandelion.
Then take my coin. I always pay my debts, even to liars. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like that was the exact same outcome as the last other two. So, I don't know if he's actually going to help me out. I mean, I would hope so. I never read anything about, you know, things getting... What is this bandit? What are these bandits doing? What are you doing, bandit?
You do well not to pester folk.
Call the
gods! Anybody!
You're a bandit.
You do well not to pester folk.
I'm gonna pester you until you want to fight me.
Worse, you do well not to pester folk.
Now what is this dude doing here? What the fuck? This is so bizarre. Okay, well there's
Winds
that.
howling.
Bastards deserve.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick gander at this. Wow, level 11. Okay, that went even lower. Well, since that has taken up so much time trying to do all the scenarios, I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut the video here. Next video starts out with us trying to go tell Priscilla what we've learned about Dudu being a shapeshifter and that I need his help trying to break Dandelion out. Depending on what level the next quest is after that, where it leads me to, I might be branching off to the other side quest finally, or I might just be stuck on the main quest train. Either way, it's a pretty fun time. The story's progressing pretty well, and I'm getting these videos out. No more delays, I promise y'all. I'm back on track, so hope y'all check out the next video. It should be fun. I really want to kind of storm into that temple, that dungeon. That sounds really badass, actually. So, hope you check out that video, and this is Sanctifieds, signing out.